right, guys, welcome to Trading with Meatball. Today's the 17th of November 2023, and the market is open, and I'm pretty much done trading for the day. We had some hits and some misses this week, but we post them all so you can learn from them. If you haven't been with us before, I'm just an old man that flips stocks, but I did have a license 25 years ago, Series 7. I had 300 clients. I ran a lot of trades. I was just a young kid pumping the phones. And then started trading a couple years ago out of boredom at work. And then the last 14, 15 months, started taking it seriously. And I spent the last 6 months in the desert, isolated in a one bedroom, trying to figure out something that works. And so we're watching the Rivian. She's violent. I like her. And we traded earlier this morning, and I posted some stuff on Twitter. You can follow us there. I circle the trades when I go in. And if you see a circle like this, that means I took the trade. And I was in some from yesterday, and I blew out of them this morning. I actually got stop lost out right in here. But earlier in the morning, let's look at my Twitter. I had posted this, that right here, and we were talking about reading the candlesticks. Okay, it's kind of like witchcraft. It's not perfect, but it's another tool for your toolbox. And sure enough, she didn't disappoint us. Well, the reason I posted that was down here. There's big tails on the bottom of these candles right here, okay? And the bigger the tail, the bigger the movement that's going to come, up or down. Now, that's not perfect, okay? But it's another tool for your toolbox. And sure enough, if you look at what happened, we had some red candles, but the volume wasn't there compared to the green candles, okay? And I had told everybody earlier it was going to bounce off the and go back to 17, which is the zone it had been fighting up in here. Kind of like a kid kicking off the bottom of the swimming pool coming up for air. And it didn't disappoint, man. It went up to like, I don't know. You could see where it went. And there's Johnny Carson. Yeah, I used to do stand-up comedy at the Ramada Inn. So there you go. Don't get faked out by the red candles. Look at the volume. And if it's small volume and you have tails on the bottom of the candles, don't get faked out. These tails are big and they're on the bottom, which means it's possibly going to go up. And this yellow line is what I like to trade off of, the 20-day moving average. And I use a 5-minute chart, and we cover that in a lot of our videos. But it's wicking off the 20-day moving average, and I mark the opening print with a black line. And so I see the wicks are big, and it's fighting the opening print. It's wicking off the 20 MA. And I look down here because we didn't have this big green one when I posted that. All we had was these red ones. And it looked like she's coming down. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's wicking off the 20-day moving average, and there's no red volume. It's all green volume. And so a lot of times when we're getting faked out like that, you can zoom out. Thank you, Alejandro at King Capital. And I know I share the whole screen, guys. I could care less. I got nothing to hide. And so Alejandro at King Capital, you should follow those guys on Twitter. They say, Alejandro says zoom out and you get answers, right? And so we're looking at a 1 hour chart. I trade the 5-minute, but on the 1 hour, you can clearly see the volume's green, the candles are green. And so back on the 5-minute chart, I'm not going to get faked out because I know the bigger picture is she's trying to recover. And then I also know I am confident in my ability to read candlesticks. And it is not perfect, is it? No, it's not. But it's another tool for the toolbox, okay? Because the news that you see, and I follow the economic calendar, and where's the news, man? They had news saying the market was going to go up. And so all the news you read is bullshit. It's all lies, and they're telling you lies on purpose. The media, the guys in New York, it's all controlled by the same people, and those are bankers that control your whole life and everything you do and see. And something like 86 or 90% of all media is controlled by 6 companies. If you didn't know that, you can Google it. It used to be like Westinghouse, Disney, ABC, or whatever. But you can check that out. So it's all bullshit. You're being faked out. They give you news and it says our stock market's up today. That's a crash coming. Just 25 years ago, before some of you were born, Kramer still had some hair, and he's on CNBC, and he was ringing a cowbell when the Dow Jones was at 12,000, telling everybody to buy stocks. And then it was like 2000, right before the dot-com bubble burst. And I was a broker. I was watching that. And you can see Rivian's going up while I'm talking to you. because we know how to read candlesticks, right? And I still have a piece of the Rivian. And so if she goes to the moon, that's great. But the thing is, Kramer is telling everybody to buy stocks, ringing a cowbell, yelling at people, and it crashed from 12,000 down to 5,000 or something. And then he's on an apology tour for about 12 months. He's all humble. 6 months or a year later, he's yelling at people and everything like he's a god. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I want you to learn to pick your own setups and draw your own lines, and we do videos on that. But today we just talked about how to read some candlesticks and not get faked out by these little red candles when we have big green candles and we have tails. Okay, so I hope that helps somebody, and she sure is climbing back up. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and make a ton of money. God bless you.